Okay, guys, I have my grandfather here. Today we're going to be talking about a lot of his real estate ventures with some different partners in Roanoke and surrounding areas. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Beautiful day.
It is a little hot though.
Yeah.
So what made you want to get into real estate?
Well, I think there were several things. My dad, uh, he at one time owned about 10 low-end rental houses, and then he also, in his later years, he bought about 60 acres of land on the side of a mountain, primarily just because he felt that land was always a good value and always a good investment. Maybe not today, but it would be tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in junior high, if you'd asked me what did I plan to study in college, I would have said architecture. And so I ended up getting a degree in electronic engineering, which had served me well, but I never lost my love for real estate, and particularly when I retired full time in about 12 years ago, I started spending more time in real estate here in the Roanoke Valley.
Cool. Um, so what do you like most about real estate?
I like the front end, the creative part, but once it's done, I'm ready to move on. But there's always a great deal of satisfaction. Like I did 2 subdivisions out in Botetourt, and to one was heavily wooded, and then the other was mostly open. But to drive through either one of them and see what they look like today is just, I can just look at it and say, I made that happen.
Mm, yeah, I can definitely relate to that. So what's been your favorite project to work on? What do you look at and, like you said, you feel that satisfaction? What property gives you that proudest moment?
Wow, that's tough. I think the subdivision that we call Bruce Mill Estates, which is on Bruce Mill Road that runs between 220 just south of Fincastle over to exit 156. Because it's open and the views are just amazing once you get up on the hill. I think that was probably the most satisfying of the subdivisions. Part of what my partner and I, our vision for that was to have a diversity of architectural styles. Most of the subdivisions in Botetourt, you drive through them and the houses all look somewhat alike. Some are bigger, some are smaller, the brick color changes and so forth. But we ended up with a great diversity of houses in Bruce Mill. In terms of buildings, I was a partner in 3 buildings downtown, one at 108 Campbell, another at 110 Campbell, and one at 209 First Street. It's hard to say which of those I'm the proudest of, because there were interesting dimensions about each one of them. And all 3 buildings were connected, going back probably 30 years. It was all Leggett's, and like the smaller building was the men's department and so on and so forth. So we had to sort of just take them apart and make it 3 independent buildings.